Welcome to this joint Brick Model Railroader and Lego Northern UK Railway podcast about the Brick Trainer Awards, and with me are Bricks McGee and Cal Lee, part of Brick Model Railroader. So firstly, Richard, or Bricks, what are the awards and who are they for?
So the Brick Trainer Awards are a community created global awards event for Lego train fans around the world. It's a joint effort between LNUR and Brick Model Railroader, and we've got 10 categories for people to enter, so hopefully we're going to see some awesome models. So the categories are Best Steam Locomotive, Best Diesel Locomotive, Best Electric Locomotive, Best Other Locomotive, which is basically for anything that moves on a track that doesn't fit the first three categories, and also for anything which any locos which don't run on the standard gauge Lego track. So the locos can run and the wagons can also run on the larger radius tracks, but they must be the ones that fit with Lego compatible tracks, not any different gauge. We also have Best Passenger Wagon, Best Freight Wagon. We have my personal favorite, which is Best Model for a TFOL, so Best Model by a teenage fan of Lego. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of those. Best Individual Display and Best Group Display. Both of those categories, we will accept photographs and video of real displays only, so they can't be digital renders, but all of the other categories you can enter digital models in. And the final one we have is Best Model or Structure, which must be related to a railway in some way. Yeah, so that's about it. Judges, unfortunately, can't enter. So for the Americas, we have Cale, who's with us now, and Glenn Holland, who are both from Brick Model Railroader. For Europe, it's myself as a judge and Enrico Lucy, who is also a member of Brick Model Railroad and runs their podcast. Mm-hmm. And Australia, we have Ryan Evans, who is quite a prolific builder of Lego Thomas the Tank Engine stuff. And then for Asia, we have Maseo, who is a really excellent builder, really exciting to have him, particularly if you like his brick-built monorail, which he's probably semi-famous for on YouTube. So those are the categories we have for entry this year. And I'm going to open it up to Cale and ask him which category, if he was allowed to enter, he would be allowed to enter.
Well, I guess the obvious one for me would be Steam.
Yeah.
Yes, that answer is really familiar. This is the second recording of the podcast because we didn't record the audio the first time round. Hence the chuckle, probably. And Matt, what about you?
Probably going to say Steam as well.
Probably Steam as well. Again, yeah. I think I would probably go for the TFL award if I could, because that would mean I was young. But my personal preferences would probably go into the individual or group displays. I built an 18-foot layout called Ambridge and Paxley, which is on the LNUR website and YouTube channel. Which was a really fun, small end-to-end layout that we ran at the show of the weekend just before the lockdown occurred, and that was really great. So I'll probably be entering one of those, but I'm looking forward to seeing what we have anyway. Cale has a couple of rules, although most of the information is on the website bricktrainawards.com. But Cale was going to go over a couple of the more important ones.
Yeah, I guess first of all, the awards are free to enter. You can enter up to 3 models per category, but you can only enter one model. You can only enter a particular model in one category, so you can't enter a locomotive in 2 different categories. But you can enter 3 different models in a category. Also, we accept some third-party elements, including custom tracks like brick tracks, custom lighting elements like those from Brick Stuff. Also, control elements like PFX brick and that sort of thing. We don't accept clone bricks like Lepin or any of those other brands. And then what else? We do have a frequently asked questions section on the website. So if you do have a question, look there first. It's probably already been asked and answered. But if not, you can contact us and with your question, and we'll probably add it to the FAQ.
Yes, we definitely will. Thanks, Kale. So in terms of prizes for the awards, we've got some really generous sponsors. So the awards are split into regions, as we've already slightly discussed. So there is the European region, the Americas region, which includes Canada, USA, and South American countries as well. We have Australasia, which includes Australia and New Zealand. And then we have Asia, which includes Japan, China, India, Pakistan, and many, many more countries, which I am not going to list. So we're going to pick one winner per category per region. And those winners will get a very exclusive Brick Train Awards winner's brick. They will get a copy of a Lego set from a very generous anonymous sponsor. And that Lego set is 40262, which is a small sort of winter village ride-on train set, which is quite cute. And then depending on which region you're in, you will also get for Europe, Asia, and Australasia, regional winners will get one double crossover from Trix Bricks, who have been really generous with sponsorship. And any global winners in Europe will also receive the Monster R104 crossover from Trix Bricks. In America, the prizes are slightly different. So you still get the little Lego set we mentioned and a winner's brick. And we're just waiting on some more details from sponsors, but something from Brick Tracks, hopefully.
Yes.
Something from the guys at BMR. So I've heard mention of some premium instructions for people, which sound great.
Yes.
And possibly something from Brick Train Depot as well.
Yeah.
LNUR have a sponsor for our own award. So Tech Brick, who are UK distributors for Trix Bricks and S Brick, have donated a first prize of £60 voucher to use on their website, and a second prize of £40. So LNUR members, and there's about 25 of us these days, I think. LNUR members are going to have a chat and pick two winners from all of the entries there. Once the regional awards are done, we're also going to pick a global winner for each of the 10 categories. So that's all of the judges talking about the winning entries from each region. And we're going to try and pick, I'm sure it's going to be a difficult task, but we're going to try and pick 10 global winners who will also receive an even more exclusive brick. And I think that is, that's about all I've got on the notes. I don't know if anyone wants to add anything else.
I don't have anything. I think that covers everything.
Okay, then I will say that it's going to be interesting seeing what people turn out with, and hopefully we might find that there's actually more people involved than we first thought there might be.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think so. We've certainly had quite a bit of interest already, especially in the T-fold category, and the steam locomotive category is also pretty popular already from the questions I can see on Facebook and things. So,
did we want to talk about the update on how we receive entries?
That would be really helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah. Every podcast recording, we forget something, and this time it was nearly that. Yes. So to enter, we've just changed some of the rules on how to enter. So you can enter by email, and just send us up to 6 photos and up to 1 video. Which can be a link to YouTube or something like that per entry. So 1 email per model you're submitting. You need to tell us your name and the region you're in, and also which category you want to be entered into for that model. You can also enter, we've just created a Google form, which is linked to from the enter section on the website. and you can fill that in, and we'll also judge those entries. We did previously allow entries on Flickr and through a Facebook group, but having had a chat with the other judges, we decided that was going to be a lot of hard work to do, and we're all for the most energy efficient route for doing anything. So it's just email and the Google form, which are all on the website under the intersection. That's it. I'll pass across the Matt just to tie off some of our last bits of information.
Okay then, so entries are from the 15th of June, so that is actually tomorrow from the date of this recording, and the entries actually close on the 10th of July 2020. There's going to be an award ceremony around the 17th of July, so it's about a week or so for judging, but obviously the actual discussion of the award ceremony is going to be had a bit later, obviously, because there's a bit of an issue because there's so many time zones involved in the awards. So, and obviously, we'd suggest you check the bricktrainawards.com website for full details. There's an FAQ there, and any details you need to enter, or if you've got any queries, there's also an email address you can use on that. And obviously, you can also follow the Brick Train Awards on Twitter and Facebook as well for our social interaction.